Okay, first morning on Ramadan. Personally, y'all ain't catch me eating because I was grubbing at like 3-4 o'clock in the morning. I guess what time it is? It's time. So we gonna get this prayer in, and then I'm gonna try to catch some Z's before my first class. I'm gonna catch up.
Who told you to step on my sneakers? Who told you to walk on my side of the block? Who told you to be in my neighborhood?
I own this brownstone.
Who told you to buy a brownstone on my block, in my neighborhood, on my side of the street?
Bounce like a trampoline. I'ma pop out with 2 gats, hit you in your back, and both straps got a beam. All of my niggas be banging on niggas. We don't give a fuck if your mama scream. Cousin, your brother, your auntie, your uncle, shit. We finna knock down the family tree.
Can I get Billy you?
It's time. Another day, another dollar. I'm feeling a little bit well, but my throat is still sore. So I've been pretty much in the crib all day, trying to keep myself contained. But I do want to say that I have been maintaining my fast. I ain't really had too many issues. What I do want to tell y'all is, normally like the first week is the hardest. That's when your stomach starts to shrink and you start to really be missing the food because of the times that you adjusted or made your body habitually used to eating or drinking. But nonetheless, the first week tend to be the hardest. I'm pretty much going pretty well, alhamdulillah. I ain't really had no issues. But I would like to say, because I stayed up this morning, I missed my first class. I had a 10 a.m. I normally have a 9 a.m., but my 9 a.m., those classes ended up getting suspended because it was like an 8-week course instead of the 16. So I had a later class start time, but I still missed that job. It was 10 a.m. I didn't wake up till 12. Bad job. But I do know that I have another class at 2:30. The class really starts at 2:50 because I have call time for this podcast recording. But I'm going to meet with my team at 2:30 so we can run through everything, make sure everything green before the 2:50 call time. Boom. I'm going to make sure that I do that. While I'm making sure that I do that, or before I make sure I do that, I'm going to have to freshen up a little bit. I brushed my teeth this morning before I went to sleep. But I do want to, make sure that I'm green. As far as, wipe my face or whatever, making sure I'm able to do so that I can pray right after I get out of class. Because it's about Doher time. No, actually, Doher came in at 1. It's 2 o'clock. So, but I got to pray before I go out. I'm probably going to pray as soon as I'm done class. I'd rarely be done class at like 3:15, something like that. Alhamdulillah. But, yeah, I'm going to get myself together, and then I'm going to hit y'all I'm probably hit y'all when I'm in class, then I'm going to hit y'all again when I have to pray. Catch ya. So I just got finished my podcast little thing. Me and my group did amazing. We did excellent. 5 stars, not gonna lie. But now, gotta pray. Then I got another class that starts at 4. Just got finished making wudu again. Nonetheless, I'm going to get to this praying, then I'm going to get to this class. Then I'm going to probably go head to the grocery store so that we can whip something up for, iftar tonight. It's Chef Boy our coin in the chat, so, you dig? It's time.
Michael Jackson and like what his name, the guy from the Beatles, they hated each other. What's that?
Paul McCartney.
Yeah. You know why he hated him? You know why Paul McCartney hated Michael Jackson? He bought his music. At the end, like towards the end of his life, if you wanted to buy the Beatles music, the person who owned the music was Michael Jackson. And he's like, I really do. You bought all my music. He was that wealthy. He's like, I bought all their rights. They don't own their music. And it's funny how we kind of think in the world about copyright and ownership. We think of the person who sang the song, but in 98% of it, it's not that person who owns the right to that music. It's usually somebody else. And that's what this conversation with TikTok is about. It's about the people who own the rights to that music. Ray Charles is one of the few black artists at his time that was like, yeah, I own all my stuff. It is seldom you see it. The rappers from NWA own their stuff. It is amazing how much I mean, usually young artists will sell it away because I'm struggling. I need the money, so I will sell it. But it's amazing how much of that.
Wasn't like Sylvester Stallone a producer on Rocky, so we really have
Sylvester Stallone actually not only produced, Sylvester Stallone wrote, produced, and acted in Rocky One.
So
He actually wrote that thing.
would it have been a problem with that since he was involved with it?
Yes and no. I'm going back in time a little bit. Ryan Coogler wrote Creed having no relationship to. Yeah. So what he ended up doing was Sylvester Stallone saw because Sylvester Stallone owns the Rocky franchise. As the creator, he wrote Rocky and is the producer. Ryan Coogler got the script of Creed to Sylvester Stallone. He's like, I love it. Let's do this shit, right? So all the copyright properties disappear right there, right? He's like, yeah, absolutely. I know this is based off of my idea. Let's make it. So that's how he addressed it. So now we look back. Oh, Sylvester Stallone was part of Creed. When Ryan Coogler wrote it, Ryan Coogler and Joe Robert Cole wrote it. They just saw there's another episode to this that you can create and let's write it, but they didn't have the rights to it. It's kind of remarkable. That's great. They didn't have the rights to it, but they had an idea to build on another franchise, and by doing that, but the problem they face, I talked to my students in producing, the problem they face, imagine if Sylvester Stallone says, I don't want to do that. You have a script you can't go anywhere with. You have to have a dead end, because he's like, don't sue the hell out of us if we go anywhere with this. But in this instance, it was such a good idea that Sylvester Stallone was like, oh man, this is awesome. Let's do this shit. So it fixed that problem. But they had a adaptation problem. And you're exactly right about that. So if you look, they wrote the screenplay for both Creed and they wrote the screenplay for Black Panther. As a nerd in the industry, but it's never written by. It's always screenplay by. Because Stan Lee owns Marvel, the Black Panther. Stan Lee owns that. Frankly, because it's an adaptation, Sylvester Stallone owns Creed in terms of the concept. They created a new concept. That's the adaptation bit. 12 Years a Slave was an adaptation from a book that already existed. So, if y'all watched the Oscars yesterday, you hear that phrase, best original screenplay and best adaptation. That's the distinction you're hearing. An original screenplay, I came up with the story idea and I wrote the screenplay. Versus, I read a book, I took that book, I made it into a screenplay. Or I read the comic book of the Black Panther and adapted it into a movie. So that was in the Oscars yesterday, that was what was going on there. Original versus adaptation. An original means you actually sat down and wrote that shit from the beginning. And as somebody who's in the space, adapting is much easier than writing. Like I've always joked, when I'm doing adaptations, I'm always like, I'm just story editing. The story's already here. Like somebody already, like 12 Years a Slave was a top best-selling book in the early 1800s. Then it becomes a movie. Now, going back to my thing. The thing is when you make 12 Years a Slave, they didn't have to pay for the copyright. Why not?
So I just got out of class. I'm realizing that it's like real close to the time in which Maghrib comes in for us to break fast, which is when the sun goes down. So I'm about to make sure that I pray Asr before that goes out. So that's the prayer that comes in right before Maghrib. That's like the afternoon prayer. But I'm gonna make sure that I pray that. That's what I'm about to do now. Class was sturdy. If y'all seen that, he was definitely spitting some gems. So I wanted to make sure I caught a little bit of that so y'all can see that too. Right now, the video for today, or the video for yesterday is getting exported. I think I'm about to change the posting time to about 7 o'clock so that y'all can watch it around the time that's time to break fast. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you should be watching my videos while you eating. You feel me? Give you something to watch type of thing. That's the goal. You feel me? That's the goal. But nonetheless, I'm about to make sure that I pray, and then I'm gonna catch y'all after this video is exported. 9 times out of 10, I'm not gonna have time. I was gonna hit the grocery store before iftar. 9 times out of 10, I don't think I'm gonna have time to do that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit iftar because they supposed to be having a communal iftar on campus. I'm gonna go see what they have and go try to pray. You know what I'm saying, spend some time with the group, MSA, and then I'm gonna hit the grocery store because one thing about me, if I'm gonna eat, I'm gonna make sure I'm eating good. So I'm gonna hit the iftar, then I'm gonna go to the grocery store, then I'm gonna make some more food because, you know what I'm saying, we got to eat. You dig what I'm saying? But I'm gonna catch y'all in a second. It's time. Alright, so it's about that time. We've effectively made it through the first day of Ramadan. I ain't gonna lie, can't be mad, no complaints. Feeling blessed. If I ain't give y'all no words of encouragement this far, let me give y'all something right here. Hold up, cause let me cook. If you gonna do it once, you better do it right the first time. And you start how you finish. So if you gonna do it with your best foot forward. You feel me? Feel what I'm saying? But nonetheless, not gonna lie, quick fit check, that's enough. Ain't nothing crazy, you know what I'm saying? I just came outside just to make sure I could go break my fast. Then I'm gonna go hit the grocery store, run a couple errands, you know, then I'm hitting the crib. Feel me? Cause I'm gonna need to eat, fuel up for tonight so that I could be ready and we could do it all over again tomorrow. You dig what I'm saying? You know, nothing too crazy.
You better be out there fasting for your true mission.
Yeah. Any words of information, motivation for Ramadan?
I mean, it's all in your head. Leave the sins alone, you mean?
You did.
Yeah.
I'ma just get rice, you feel me? I ain't asking for too much. I just, you feel me? The spread looking tremendous though. One thing about them, they gonna come with the spread.
They gonna come with the spread.
I feel blessed, I ain't gonna lie. I just get white rice. Appreciate you.
Nice
My
white.
fault. Oh. Yeah, I'm right, that's cool. Alright, not gonna lie. Just got finished at iftar. It was a calm little vibe, not gonna lie. I was enjoying myself. I just ate rice because I don't just be going anywhere eating everybody food for thought. We do not just go everywhere eating everybody food just because it's free. As much as I may love y'all, I'm not eating y'all food. I'll eat the rice. That's about it. But I'm about to go to the grocery store, get me some actual food so that we could grab. And then it's gonna be Chef Boyardee step into the kitchen, you dig? I ain't gonna lie, before now, all my pans was in Philly, so I gotta buy another pan. We gonna get some oil. We getting avocado oil. I'm telling you right now, that's the healthiest oil to get. We don't get vegetable oil no more. Breadcrumbs. All right, just some updates. We had to go with a couple value items because we broke over here, but we got some eggs, we got some ramen, got some breadcrumbs, got the pan, we got some cinnamon rolls, we got some potatoes. We might put some of this back depending on what the price is looking like. But I'm gonna get me a bag of chips and then we out of this joint. All right, so we officially got the groceries and we about to start the Chef Boyardee coin time. I'm gonna tell you right now, we got the avocado oil. That's how we gonna fry our food today. Got the panko seasoning, a couple little blend. We got us some halal protein. We got this from the deli. You dig what I'm saying? My mama hooked me up. I'm not gonna lie. But we ain't gonna cook all of that because that's a lot of protein to be eating in one sitting. We're gonna cook probably some of that. Then the rest of it we're gonna cook tomorrow, cook it down into like a meal prep type of thing. And then we're gonna eat it over the next couple days. Cause we ain't gonna be too gluttonous. You dig what I'm saying? So if without further ado, let me get into it. Updates. So we breaded our chicken. I was going to record the breading of the chicken, but I didn't want to keep touching the chicken and then touching the camera. So we breaded the chicken and then we came back to the camera. We used a couple of those seasonings. I'm gonna be quite honest with you. I am a college student. I don't really have any seasonings in the crib. So we working with 3 little shebangs and some breadcrumbs. You dig? I'm about to, you know what I'm saying, the pot is on the stove. We about to get that. And I'm on the phone, but the pot is on the stove. we about to, you know what I'm saying, put the oil in there so we can make sure that we get that cooked. I had started to put the pot on, but then I was like, I want to make sure that my food is fully breaded before the oil starts simmering, because I don't want my oil to be too hot and then my food get overcooked, or it's overcooked on the outside and not fully cooked in the inside. Then my chicken look burnt. I'm trying to make sure it's most aesthetically pleasing for y'all. You feel what I'm saying? It's Chef Boy Coin in the kitchen. You dig? So let me get back to y'all when the food cooking. I got you. Got those cooking. Yeah, boy. What they look like. Chef Boy Coin. We have officially finished our meal. You know what I'm saying? Lemon pepper breaded chicken. You dig what I'm saying? You see the grease. That's how you know it's lemon pepper gorgeous. You dig what I'm saying? We just prepared everything back so we could take it back to the room. But all in all, I'm about to chow down. You know what I'm saying? What they say in that Chipotle meme? He eats down. Alright, so it's officially the next morning. I just got finished praying Fajr for Sahur. That's breakfast. But for Sahur, I had some oatmeal. I ain't really do nothing too crazy this morning, because I went pretty heavy for the dinner. Y'all seen the dinner. But I'm gonna end it for this video. Oof. Yeah, that's how you know. But peace, love, positivity, make good choices, don't do bath salt, and I'm out. Wait, don't forget to like, comment, share, and what's the S word? Subscribe. You dig? But only if you love it here.
It's time to go to bed.
It's cause I'm like that. It's cause I'm like that. Step up on the stage, get my mic back.